Hey everyone, today we're going to be going over how my portfolio did in the past week, and then we will also go over the dividends I received in the month of April. Now, the actual total amount of dividends won't be very high. I've noticed that the last month in a quarter is typically when I get the most of my money from dividends, so I got a lot of money last month in March, so I won't receive that huge payout again until June. So April's going to look quite small compared to how much I made in March. So let's see. In the last day of the trading week on Friday here, I think the market did very well, as I did very well. Up a little over 1% there, $100, not bad. Still up $75 in the last week. Around the same in the last month, and then still up over $700 in the last 3 months. So doing quite well. Of course, this doesn't even include dividends. So let's go over the stocks. I also do want to mention that I bought a stock that was worth $500 on Thursday, and I will be making a video about what that stock is, because at $500 that makes up 5% of my portfolio already with just one share. So first stock in my portfolio is AbbVie. Looks like it's been pretty stagnant, actually down the last week. Nice biopharmaceutical company, but I am still down heavily on it. And the next one is Starbucks. Had a pretty solid earnings report in the last week. As you can see, it beat its expectations. I have been wanting to buy more of this stock for a while, and I have been waiting for it to go down, but it continues to go up. As you can see, it's almost a 60% return. Great stock to own. JP Morgan, this has just been a bull recently. The entire banking sector seems to be doing very well. I'm up almost 9% now on JP Morgan, not including its very nice dividend. FedEx, I am still down on this position. How did it do on its earnings report? It looks like it just barely squeaked by, or maybe did a little less than what they were expecting, but FedEx will hold it for the long term. Great transportation company. Otter Tail's nice energy company has been doing very well in the last year, up almost 20%, and it increased its dividend by a whole penny here. Boeing, how did it do this past week? Down, but I do expect a lot of volatility from this stock. I heard another one of its jets went off of a runway. I don't know if that was Boeing's issue or a pilot error. We'll see how that goes. Pepsi, $127 a share, has been doing very well. I'm up pretty big on this position. Pepsi has so many products, as well as 3M, which has 55,000 different products, has been taking a huge hit here after its very poor earnings report. And I have been thinking about adding to this position, but I also think it may go down even more. It's for the stock market doing very well here, the stock has not performed how it should be. So maybe if it gets into the 170s, I might buy more of it. United Health, this has also taken a beating with more and more socialism talk and a single-payer healthcare system that would really hurt UNH, but I will believe in it in the long run here. Southern has done very well for a utilities and energy company. The last year it's up 15%, so this is something that you typically don't expect much volatility or capital appreciation, but Southern has had plenty of it. I'm up 10%, not including its very nice dividend, which is just under 5%. Verizon, huge telecommunications company. Microsoft has always been on a tear. I think this might be the stock I'm doing the best on, either this or Apple. Definitely can't go wrong with owning Microsoft. MPW, Medical Properties Trust, nice REIT. It owns just owns the property that a lot of medical companies and hospitals do their business on. So nice real estate company there. Iron Mountain, this posted a very poor earnings report, and this is a very boring company, so for it to have posted a bad earnings report resulted in quite a sell-off here. This is not a company I believe in the long run, so once I go back up on this position, I probably will be selling it now that I've held it for over a year, just practicing that discipline of owning a stock for more than a year. ExxonMobil looks like it's been down, of course, always very volatile due to the price of gas. MasterCard, one of my favorite stocks. This has also been on a tear since I've owned it. Definitely a industry that I see a lot of growth and improvement on. Definitely want to add more to this position. CSX, great railroad company. UNP, both of these stocks are up very big. Not too popular that I see on Robinhood, but I don't understand why more people don't go into a great industry like these. Store, one of Warren Buffett's REITs. Nice real estate company. I'm up pretty big on this one as well, 17%. Reality Income looks like it bounced back. I know it was down in the past month, went down to $67, but now back up to $70. $39 is total return and percent, and it also pays a monthly dividend, which has been really nice here. Every month I know 45 cents is coming just from Reality Income. Visa, similar to MasterCard, has always been on a tear here. Want to add more to that position as well. Facebook posted a great earnings report, and as a result is done very well here. I'm back up in the positive on that one. Apple, wow, this has just been amazing. If you bought this stock in its bottom here on January 3rd, is worth only $142, and everybody couldn't stop talking about how bad Apple was and how it was going to crash, and now look at it. Just 3 months later, it's already up to $211. It's about to pass the $1 trillion market cap. What a great company Apple is. So before I get into the dividends I received in the month of April, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you guys want to see in the future. Be sure to let me know if you disagree with anything I say, if you agree, or if any questions you have. I always love interacting with all of you. So let's see what dividends I received in the month of April. FedEx, as you can see, 65 cents. Not too bad. Coca-Cola, I only own one share, but this is a dividend king. Has been paying dividends for 56 straight years and has also increased its dividend, which is quite substantial. That's where you really make the money. Iron Mountain, even though the stock is falling, it continues to pay a very nice dividend of around 7%. I only own one share. And let's see what else I got. MPW, at the time I only held 2 shares, now I own 5. So definitely looking for that extra boost next time it pays out dividends when I receive it in July. Reality Income, this continues to pay monthly dividends. It also increases its dividend actually every month as well. It's just by a very small amount, so that they can keep saying that they own, a streak of continuing to pay out increased dividends every month, but it's just very small. So over time it does make a big difference, but month to month you probably won't see it. And then I also received a dividend for Store, 33 cents a share for 99 cents. NRZ, this is a pretty popular stock just because it has such a high dividend yield, around 11%, pays out 50 cents per share. It's worth only $16, so you can see why a lot of people are attracted to this stock. In BST, monthly dividend stock as well. BlackRock and Science Technology Trust, I know around 5% of their portfolio is Amazon. It's one of the few ETFs I own. So really, next stock is JP Morgan, $2.40, 80 cents per share. This stock recently increased its dividend by a huge amount. I believe it went from 56 cents a share to now 80. That's a huge 24-cent increase. So that's where dividends really are nice to have, because it has those automatic increases if you invest in those great companies. And SPHD, another monthly ETF dividend stock, tracks the high dividend, low volatility stocks. Pretty nice stock to own. And that's going to do it for April. So like I said, very small month in terms of how many dividends I actually received. I only received $6.08 for April of 2019, but if you compare that to what I earned in April of 2018, which was $1.28, that was my first full month really in the market. So That comes out to be a 375% increase. So that's a huge increase, but not with huge numbers. So as I continue to keep putting money into the portfolio and buying more shares, that number is just going to really continue to increase exponentially. So long term, I do expect the portfolio to keep getting bigger and the dividend payouts to continue getting bigger. So be sure to keep following me on this journey and hit the subscribe button.